All right. All right. We're going to do a short instructional video on how I do colors and load logos into Excel, particularly FTP Sports games, because that's my current hang up or obsession, you might call it. Love creating cards and seasons. Basic team sheet, just as football example, looks as such. Go scroll through it and see all of this, and you really only want to work with a couple of different sections here. I'll go through that as we go. So it makes it easier to create them. Once you get a certain area together, you just copy, paste, and reformat, and you don't lose any of Jeremy's default colors. So without further ado, go into, let's see, for this I want to use uniform database. And I'll go into my NFL and not the helmet project. I don't have that one saved. All right, we'll Google and search it. I need to typical little NFL. You see, I've already been there several times. Uniform database. You can hit it off of this. We're in 1958, so we're going to hit the 50s. And we're going to click on 1958. And it brings up the pictures for each team that played that year and the uniforms they wore. And being an Eagles homer, we'll do the Eagles. I'll click on that picture, bring it up clean. And then I'm going to save it as, and I bring it as you see. My pictures inventory is huge, and this is just some of them. So we're going to save this as 1958 Philadelphia PNG. Sounds good to me. And we're going to open up Paint. You can also use Paint Shop Pro, and this is relatively easy. So I use Paint, and I know exactly how to do it here, where to find my RGBPs, and long day at work, so bear with me. My tongue's gonna stutter, and I'm gonna have issues, but follow along. All right, let's file, open, and pictures. And we're going to come down here to 1958 and grab my Eagles right there. Don't save. And you see there's a nice picture. Minimize this so we don't get confused. And bring up this. All right. So what we're looking for, first we'll do the colors. And I like away cut kind of schemes anymore. So we're going to work on that. And names, I try to get the most color in. So we'll go in here and drag out green first. And you see that color is now selected. We want to go into edit colors. And right here, you will see your red, green, blue numbers for that color. So I want to make the background, and I select this whole area right here. Hit and go in the background, more colors, custom, and it's going to ask you for your red, green, blues right there. So in this instance, we're using 3, 99, and 51. So I dial 3, 99, 51, and there's my color. Pop, and it goes. Now, back to the here, and let's see. We'll use, let's go with a little gray, being as that's the predominant for the name. Drop tool that, pick up gray, edit colors, 205, 205, 205. We're going to use the letter this time. More colors, custom again, 205, 205, and 205. Boom, done. Now, you can also do the border. I like doing borders. Well, for this one, let's go ahead and make that, I'll probably change it to black later, but for shits and giggles, we'll show you how to change line color. Go down to line color off of the border, little tab on the side. Your Excel may differ, but the menu's there somewhere. And we're looking for more colors again, custom, and we'll do the same thing. 205, 205, 205. Boom. Then don't click anything because it's going to be actually trying to get you to click on a box somewhere. Come back up here to your borders, and we're going to draw that thick border. And the area you already had selected will now have the thick gray border around it. And that's what I like doing now because I really want that, I think, black. We'll go back in and change that again. Boom, done. Nope, no, wrong one. Little undo. Got out of the box, so to speak. There. I think that'll look a little better. Then, I always like to get something else involved. For the players, I do these areas right here. So, we're going to hit that. And this one I want to do, home colors. So, we have basically gray's not going to show up well on its own. Would make a nice background, so we'll use that 205, 205 for a background. Maybe we'll use the green letters, green border, so we can pick that up off of our current colors then. So let's do background, recent color right here, pop. That's my 205. Just in case, because that's probably a different grade than you already have. But I'd rather have real team colors than the generic ones. And we'll make the color the green for that. And let's make green for our line color for the border also. Boom. And that doesn't look too awful bad. We'll go with that. And then these three, pop, 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 bop, 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 you're done. Then for all the quarterbacks, and actually for most of the players, you can just go select this whole area right here, Control C, hit right here, and hit your formatting. And actually it's going to look for the whole kit and caboodle there. And that's a quick way to do that. Can be the same for this. Control C and formatting. And you just go through and you do the same thing. A little repetitious, maybe takes a little time, but you see the cards you start taking a nice appearance. And I do each one just in case. I don't like losing information. I've burned too many times, so I'm learned to take my time and I don't pay for it later. Here you see they're starting to look pretty good. Team cards, basically I do the same thing. I want that same scheme set up. So boom, boom, boom. We can do this one. Boom, boom, boom. And actually I want to border that one. Boom. And Let's do Franklin Fields and the same way we did the home color, the away colors or home team colors up here. Like I said, watch it. I'm stuttering today. My brain's a little tired. My mouth isn't working as fast as my brain is, or my brain ain't working as fast as my mouth is. One of the two. Uh, and that's kind of what I do. Control C, format. Um, these here, I think I'll just go back in and line color them the way we did before. Or use recent colors just to make sure that you're getting your original team colors. And I didn't grab that one right. I want to go back to green, line color, green, boom. Just what I do. You don't have to do this. You can do your own style. It's just showing you how to get the job done. And that's all I'm going to do for coloring in cards. I'll take you to the helmet part now. And so we'll go back to Gridiron Database. They have they have the helmets and everything there. So you can actually do that. Not that. You can actually grab the helmet here, right here, using the selector tool. Do you like facing left or facing right? To me, I prefer facing right, so I'll select like this and Control C. And we go back and we new, paste, file, save as, and let's say equals Helm 1958. You can do that, and that gets you there. Or some of my other favorite sites. I think Kramer's is one of the best because it gives you the football range. Or the helmet project's really good too. So let's go to the helmet project on this. Professional. And we'll be NFC East because it's the Eagles. And we're going to click on the old Eagles right there. And they give you the date range. And these are all facing left. So you got some choices to make. Actually, I don't like these as much because they give you the proper color, but they have modern face masks in that. So we won't use theirs either. And we'll go to my other favorite, Kramer Sports logos. And I'll show you his. I am downloading at the same time, so I have a little lag here. Bear with me. Downloading and running a video at the same time. Not very good. Got to get my games downloaded. National Football League. Click that. Scroll down to the Eagles. And then we're going to come down and look at their helmets. I don't really like these either, but they're a little more accurate in their depiction. Yeah, they look like they have moderns too. So it looks like for helmets, your best bet is to get the NFL uniform database. This is a different perspective. You may want to use it. I prefer as realistic as possible. But so we will go back to the one we saved. We're going to click over here. We can do all this in Excel. We can do it right here in this box. You can click where you want to put it. All right. Go up here, hit Insert Picture, and we're going to look for our Eagles Helm 1958. Insert, and you see it's awful big. We don't want it that big. So you got choices. You can either right-click, do size and properties, or you can just drag this corner. Make sure you get the corner so you don't lose your aspect ratio, and drag it down to as small as you want it. Football, we go pretty small. And Not quite that small. Get it to the size you want it. And then you can move it around using when you select this, you can move it around using your up and down arrows to fine tune it into the card. And once you get it where you want it, you can go in here, select that, Control C, and then we just go to every player. Oops, wrong one. Hit Control C again. Been one of them days, folks. Control V, Control V, and the logos are exactly where you have them, actually where you want them for every player, and you don't have to worry about fine tuning it every time. And you can find places over here to put them. And I would insert the picture again, or actually you can just copy, come over here, paste. You can either leave it there, pull it over here. Hell, you can put it in both corners if you want. Make it a little bigger, you got room. Move it around with your arrow keys, get it square in the corner. And there's what you're looking at. Once again, you can, these are a little harder to do, but because everything's the same, you just copy, Control C, Control V, yes, replace, boom, you're done. You can do that for all your team cards that have that same configuration. I think those are the only two like that. So you can see it be take a little time, but you're only going to print them once, and you want them looking good. And even if you don't print them, you want them looking nice on your team sheet. So you'll get a lot of hours in if you're like me. You might as well make the effort and make it worth your while. So that's what you're looking at. Same works for baseball, basketball, hockey. You can look into the Excel card ideas. I have quite a few of mine up there, and some other people are starting to post some of their ideas in there also. And hey, you got the opportunity to make your own cards. Make them. You can go in here and added nicknames if you got time. I mean, not time, space. There's lots you can do with these cards. Really good stuff. One of my favorite aspects of FTP Sports games is you can do whatever you want with your cards. You rename players as long as you know who they are. Um, and that's it. That's basically how I do it. And while I'm there, I'll show you a team sheet for one of my football seasons, if I can find one right off the top of my head. Can't remember which one I'm playing anymore because I haven't played for a while. There we go. Here's my Atlanta one. You see, I don't have much done with these. Um, but you see down here, you've got 3-4 defense, offense. You set them up with what I do is have my inactive players off to the side and my active players over here in this area, particularly so on the defense. The guys I want playing are over here, and the guys that aren't playing off to the side over here. So really all I got to worry about is right here. And this is actually one of my older team sheets. Let me see if I can find my newer ones. Because on the newer ones, I actually put some things in there to remind me who's active and who isn't. I can't do that. Let's close this out, save it. File open should still be there. These are all my team sheets. That's how I name them. All right. And no, that don't have it neither. Which season did I do that in? Oh, that's not it. Never mind. I am confusing myself. All right, let's see if we can find it then. 13 maybe? That looks a little more like it. Uh, yeah, there we go. All right, you'll see these X's right here. I've added those to show who my active and inactive players are. So if I have a guy I don't want to play, um, I'll see it right away. That way I can look over here. Okay, when I'm subbing out, Jeremy CGC calls for a defensive end um, substitution. And you'll put, say, in this case, it would be Jack Crawford because he has an X there for that game. These X's and stuff I derive from a little homework. I put the games played grid in and manually right here. And then I put game number right here and use different macros and stuff to say who plays what. Um, Rushers, receivers, quarterbacks are easy to find. Takes a little time. Just go into football reference and look up their season breakdowns, and it'll tell you what games they carried the ball and received the ball, and most of the time you'll have a stat somewhere telling you how many games they played. So that's how I chart all that. This is my usage. You see, they have rushes and stuff. Um, Assigns a number to them based on whether they're active or inactive. So as you see, Matt McGloin had 11 rushes, but because he's inactive, his 11 rushes don't count against the other usages. That means, say, your Rashad Jennings isn't in, then say if Rashad was out, that would make Darren McFadden your primary ball carrier. This is my way of selecting rushers and receivers. Jeremy's way works good too with the color assignments. Do whatever's comfortable. This takes a lot of homework. Um, Not, you know, but for me, you spend time playing, you might as well make it good. And you can see there's how I set my team sheets up. Quarterback, um, your lines right there. Uh, your backups are from here on over. You also have some of your backups. Say you'll have two to three tight ends showing. Your primary receivers are always right here. Um, primary running backs are always right here. Um, As you see, I don't use the targets and stuff because so I don't mind if they don't show up. So it gives me a couple extra things to work with. But that's it in a nutshell. That's how I do mine. But as you can see, if you don't use the colors, and early on I was lazy and not using the colors, and I've changed my ways because I don't print these. Anything I print, I do use color on and use it profoundly. Um, the If we go to FTP Sports and Excel card ideas, and every time that thing starts bumping down, I'll bump it up, and you can see Greg's put some ideas up here. That's a really nice looking team sheet. I like that idea better than mine, and there's his usage roles. So I like that. That's really good too. Um, and oh, there I was saying that. I've got mine back in here. Uh, some there's some more Greg stuff. There's a couple more. Good to see a lot of other people besides me. There's some of my hockey things. My cell phone stinks. There's some of my dual team colors for 1980 baseball, dugout steps, and some of my team cards. So you go in there and get some ideas. Before you print, make sure you've done everything you want to make them look nice because you got the opportunity to use it. And anybody has any questions, feel free to post them on the forums. And that's it. Nice, short, little instructional. Take care. Happy gaming.